Hey everyone, and welcome back. We are going to dive into something pretty big today. Um, Google search, it's getting a huge AI makeover.
Yeah, and I don't think it's just a little tweak here or there.
Right.
Google just released this blog post, and it really lays out their vision.
Yeah.
It's clear they are really going all in on AI.
Yeah, this isn't like way off in the future or anything. It's
Right.
like happening now. It's going to change how all of us use the internet. Imagine asking Google like a super complicated question, almost like you're talking to an expert,
Yeah.
and getting back a clear, insightful answer.
Yeah, and we already see, like, little hints of this happening. Have you seen those AI overviews?
Uh-huh.
They pop up sometimes in the top of Google search results.
Oh, yeah.
Those little summaries?
Yeah.
They try to give you the key info right away.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've seen those. I have to admit, I don't always read them super closely, but yeah.
Well, you might want to start paying attention.
Okay.
Because those AI overviews are about to get a whole lot smarter. Google is rolling out something called Gemini 2.0. Basically, it's like their next generation AI model.
Gemini 2.0, that sounds pretty intense.
It is. This AI is like specifically designed to handle those really tough searches. Anything with coding, advanced math, even images and videos.
Oh, wow.
So if you ever search for that kind of stuff and it's gotten confusing results, Gemini 2.0 might help.
So it's like those overviews are getting like a brain upgrade.
Exactly. And not only that, Google is expanding who gets to use it too. So now teenagers can use it.
Okay.
And you don't even need to be signed into Google anymore. They clearly want everyone to try this new AI search.
That's interesting. I wonder, they talk about Google One Premium Access, if they're going to make this like a paid feature at some point.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising if they have a premium version with even more features.
Right.
But for now, it seems like they just want people to get comfortable with AI in their searches.
Okay, so smarter AI overviews are rolling out, but that's not all. Google is also testing AI mode. And this is where it gets really interesting. It's like a whole new way to use Google search.
Yeah.
It's almost like having a conversation with a super smart research assistant.
That's a great way to put it. You ask a bunch of questions.
Okay.
And instead of just getting a list of websites, Google gives you this coherent answer.
Okay, hold on. I need an example. This kind of blowing my mind.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Imagine you're trying to decide between buying a smartwatch or a smart ring or one of those sleep tracking mats.
Okay.
And you want to know specifically how their sleep tracking features compare.
That is very specific. I would spend way too long trying to figure that out myself.
Right. With AI mode, you could ask Google that exact question. And it would pull in info from all sorts of places, like the knowledge graph.
Right.
That's Google's huge database of facts.
Right.
It could pull in real-time data about the products, maybe user reviews from shopping websites.
So it's like Google is doing all the work of like connecting the dots for you instead of you having to like search each thing and try to figure it out on your own.
And it presents the results in a way that's easy to understand. You're not just like bombarded with a bunch of links and snippets.
Okay. I get the idea. It's a little hard to wrap my head around like how it works on a technical level.
Yeah, it can feel a little bit like magic.
Right.
One of the key things, though, is what Google calls query fan-out.
Okay.
When you ask a question in AI mode, Google isn't just searching for that exact phrase,
Right.
It's like asking itself a bunch of related questions behind the scenes.
So it's not just looking for a keyword match. It's trying to understand like the intent.
Yes. And then uses that to pull info from all these different sources,
Yeah.
websites, databases, real-time feeds, their own knowledge.
Wow.
And combines it all into one answer for you.
That's pretty impressive. It feels like they're pushing the boundaries of what search can do.
They are. And they're not done yet. Based on what they've said, we can expect to see more visuals in the future,
Oh, really?
like images and videos, integrated into the answers. Better formatting to make it easier to understand.
So this is just the beginning.
It seems that way. It's really exciting. I think we're witnessing a revolution in how we find information online.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's amazing.
A really big deal.
It is.
Yeah.
This is making me think about what this means for Google's business. Their whole empire is built on ads.
Right.
And ads have always been tied to those search results.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, if people are getting answers right from the AI,
Right.
are they even going to click on ads anymore? That's a big question for Google.
It makes me wonder about websites, too. Like, if we're all just getting info from Google's AI,
Yeah.
will anyone even visit websites anymore?
It's a valid concern. Some websites might see less traffic, Like the ones that just give basic information.
Yeah, why bother clicking if Google already told you the answer right?
Right. But I think there will always be a need for websites that offer deeper analysis. Original reporting, creative content, stuff like that.
Yeah, those are things that AI can't really do, at least not yet.
Exactly. It's like AI can give you the quick summary,
Right.
but if you want to really understand something,
Yeah.
you still need experts.
So maybe it's not about AI replacing websites,
Right.
but about AI pushing websites to be better, to offer something unique.
I think that's a really good way to put it. And it's not just about the creators either.
Okay.
It's about us, the users.
What do you mean?
Well, we need to be careful not to only rely on AI. Part of what makes the web great is that you can explore all sorts of different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
You stumble upon things you didn't expect. We don't want to lose that.
Yeah, it's like if we only get our info from AI,
Right.
we might miss out on a lot of cool stuff that's out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And AI is a tool. It's not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We still need to use our own judgment
Yeah.
when we look at the information it gives us.
So don't just believe everything the AI tells you.
Right. Be skeptical, ask questions, look for evidence.
It sounds like this whole AI thing,
Yeah.
it's not just about the tech itself. It's about learning how to use these tools the right way.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It's like a new kind of literacy we all need to learn.
This also makes me think about education. Like, if I can just ask Google anything,
Yeah.
why do we need to spend years in school memorizing stuff?
A lot of the teachers are asking that same question.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's an easy answer.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't think AI is going to replace teachers.
Right.
Or make school disappear. But it will change what we teach and how we teach it.
So maybe less memorizing and more focus on, like, critical thinking.
Exactly. Problem solving, creativity, communication, collaboration. Those are the skills people will need.
And the AI can do all the other stuff.
Right. It's almost like AI is pushing us to be more human, to focus on the things that machines can't do.
That's an interesting way to look at it. This applies to jobs too, right?
Absolutely. People are worried about AI taking jobs away.
Yeah.
And yeah, some jobs will be automated. But AI will also create new jobs and change the ones we have now.
So it's not about AI versus us.
Right.
It's about working with AI, using it to do new things.
Exactly. And I think that's important to keep in mind. This is new territory, and change can be scary.
It is.
But we have a choice in how we shape the future.
We're not just along for the ride.
Right. We have power. We can influence how this technology is used.
Okay, so we've talked about what AI means for Google, for websites, for education, for jobs, and about not losing our own ability to think critically.
I think those are all really key points.
Is there anything else we should be thinking about?
There's one more thing. This is crucial. Access.
Access. What do you mean?
Well, we've been talking about all the cool stuff AI can do, but, not everyone can use this tech equally.
Right.
There's a real risk that AI could make inequality even worse.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, if these AI features cost money,
Exactly.
only people who can afford it will get to use them.
Right. And it's not just about the cost either. It's about digital literacy, too. Like, how comfortable are you with technology in general?
Right.
And not everyone has good internet access either.
So even if it's free, some people still won't be able to use it.
That's right. That's something we really need to pay attention to
Yeah.
as AI gets more powerful.
So we need to make sure that everyone can benefit from AI, not just a select few.
Absolutely. We need to invest in education, training, make sure the internet is accessible to everyone.
And not just build the tools and be done with it.
Exactly. We also need to make sure these AI systems are designed with diversity in mind.
What do you mean?
Well, AI models are trained on tons of data, right?
Right.
If that data isn't diverse,
Mm-hmm.
then the AI might end up being biased or unfair.
So the data used to train, the AI needs to represent everyone.
Yes. And we need to constantly check these systems
Okay.
to make sure they're not causing harm or discriminating against certain groups.
It sounds like there's a lot of work to do to make sure AI is fair.
There is. But I'm hopeful. I think a lot of people are working on this.
That's good to hear. It's a big challenge, but it's also a huge opportunity.
They make a better world.
Totally. And it's not just on the tech companies.
Right.
It's on all of us. We need to stay informed and demand that AI is used for good.
So, thinking about Google search again, these AI changes could be amazing, but we need to be careful.
I think that's a great summary. AI is a powerful tool, Like any tool, it can be used in good ways or bad ways.
It's up to us to decide how we use it.
Well said.
We've covered a lot today, the new AI features, but also what it means for society.
Yeah, it's been a great conversation. And I think it shows how much potential AI has to change the world.
It's exciting to think about the possibilities, but we need to be cautious too, like we've been talking about.
Definitely.
We need to work together to make sure AI benefits everyone.
Couldn't agree more. The future isn't set in stone. It's up to us to create it.
And with that power comes responsibility. We need to use these tools wisely for ourselves and for future generations. Well said. And to everyone listening, stay curious, stay informed. The future of search and the future of the world depend on it.
That's all for our deep dive into the future of Google search. Thanks for joining us.